Hey everybody, we're just about to get started here on the Mortality recast of Astral Authority versus Mortality on from the Cevo Pro Placement Tournament. I think this is loser bracket round 2 for Astral and round 1 for Mortality. Winner of this is going to go on to face Venom versus Venom or Enemy GG. Prediction for that is probably going to be Enemy GG. We're going to be starting here on the map Inferno with Mortality taking, I believe, the CT side, as that's not a map that I believe they would have picked. So we're going to get started right here on the pistol. And we're about to go live. This is Astral Authority, the team that I believe has now changed their name to something like Make War Not Love. I can't remember. Actually, I forgot to turn on the in-game audio, so you haven't been hearing the shots that have been ringing in my ear. Two really good taps with these Glocks onto Fox and Josh, but you know, neither of them going down is causing this to be not a done take onto either site. And one of Mortality's players already down. Let's turn on auto director. This something seems off on these angles. Okay, maybe if I turn auto director on from this point. Yeah, that's better. That's where I want to be. But, so we have a take here on Inferno. Retakes are really hard because people like Sick can grab these corners and get those two really good headshots. Which is the same reason why this is CT-sided, as a retake is basically the same thing as a normal take, except that usually on a retake you have less players than the enemy team. And a first round grab. Actually, I forgot Mortality started on the T side, so maybe they did pick Inferno as their map. Which, you know, I don't know. Maybe Mortality's kind of branching out. I've seen some really solid play from them on Inferno. I've seen some rather non-solid play on Inferno. Oh, great job there by Josh and Shinobi. Nobody able to really retaliate on this Mortality side, and one of them dropping their gun in favor of P90, but not to give them any weapons. Whitmer's already way down low, and they haven't made any headway onto these sites. All of the CTs are still playing really solid corners. It's going to be really hard to pull this take with basically 3 people alive. And really, that shot by, I believe it was FGB, or... Well, actually, it was either FGB or Josh. It was Josh. Josh there takes another 2 down before going down himself. Whitmer actually able to take him down, even though he's at 8 health. Shouldn't have counted him out that early. And now they're going to run right back into the CT side. Pushing up. The one benefit... Whitmer taking on 2, he's just not going to die. He's saying, no, I am not done yet, no matter what you say. I have 8 health, and 8 health is all I need. I will take all of your kills. We're going to have Whitmer on the plant, which is a solid choice, as Whitmer is low, and it would have been a better choice if Whitmer hadn't actually gone down there, but, or if Toy hadn't gone down there. Did one of them disconnect in the middle of that? Is that why they lost something? Toy might have disconnected there. Astral Authority pushing this right back ahead of a 1-1. Something I didn't expect to see here from a CT side forced to save. But it was just great shots by Josh that opened this game up to not being in. Mortality is going to go with a force buy right here on round 3 after losing one on an attempt to try to get something back. It's odd to see somebody play the CZ Auto on T side, as it replaces the Tech 9, and the Tech 9 is the pushing gun for the T side. It is probably definitively why pistol rounds are usually T-sided. Oh, but Toy and Sick able to take B site easy peasy. Nobody... Oh, actually, Sick does go down in the midst of that. And Toy down low. But this retake is going to be hard. And if you see, there's one already back at stairs. So when Fox takes that, he doesn't actually end up going down because the Tech 9 wasn't strong enough to take him down. But, like, I would have rather seen them play it a little more patiently. And as you see, they're afraid of these rifles on this T side already. They're already going to go back and save to keep their 3 rifles in their hands, as that CT rebuy can be so hard.
Terrorists win.
Thank you, Lance, for the best caster NA. I agree. I actually don't. But I'm not going to bring up my opinions of who is. Okay, so we're going to be seeing a full buy here from the T side. And we're going to be seeing a partial buy here from the CT side. These teams are just not going to give up on trying to take these rounds, which we actually saw this kind of thing happen back when they were playing on Cash a few weeks back, where Astral actually took a 12-3 lead, I believe, but then ended up losing it in the overtime because of some poor buy decisions that ended up costing them a lot of rounds. Because if you do these buys and it doesn't pay off, your side is going to start to lose the precious economy. And we do see like a Mag 7 appear. A Mag 7 appear right here on FGB, who... Let's go look where he is. He's playing over here on B, which is... It's a solid corner for the Mag 7 on this map, as the only places I can really see this gun really working here is either over here or, as you know, up here in the dark... Actually, this might be dark room of apps. In one of those rooms, where they can just grab those corners and peek out and cause just massive havoc. And the spool player actually not being able to spot out anyone because he's just peeking his shoulder. He doesn't actually know his shoulder is googly. And the Mag 7 just takes one out. That's why that corner is so dangerous with that gun. But the Mag 7 actually ends up going down. Traded out easily with a player. And this take looks like it's going to be going Mortality's way, but they're all low. This could still go either way. And it's all going to come down to if they notice Toy behind these... Oh, Toy's not even going to bring that up to as a question. He's just going to go, hey, how's it going? I'm Toy. Nice to meet you. And this is going to be a hard retake, because these two corners are... Oh, sick with the headshot. As I was saying, these two corners, it's kind of like a crossfire, but it's not perfect. And actually, that's going to be an excellent play there by Char, as he's going to take them down and take an easy defuse to win them round 4. And it really is coming down to just who can rebuy more than the other team. As what we're going to be seeing here, as we see the economy refresh, we see what could be another AK, and is going to be another AK buy from Mortality coming out with the Tech 9s on 2 players. And we're actually seeing like a weaker rifle buy here from Astral, which means that these AKs could overpower and bring it back to another round for Mortality. It's anyone's game from this point on. It's whoever has to eco first that ends up probably losing this game. You see Toy on a really solid lurk over into the T-Apps. With a backup player, I think, down in the underpass area. Oh, and those nades are going to come in. Whitmer able to take one down with a fire grenade, causing one of the B players to have to fall back and one of the A players to have to rotate in order to not leave that side open. And now I would think that Mortality would call this to be an A push, as A is very hard to hold without those 3 corners because of just the amount of movement positions from A. If you look at it, A comes this way, who can be met by this guy to kind of have a double play here, and one here. So it's like kind of 3 angles. But instead, what we see is a B push that isn't able to be stopped, as there's just not the players for it in the right positions. But I would have really rather to see an A push there, as, you know, it would have been easier. But having Toy on the rotate is going to cause one of the players to go down on this. And now it's got the, who's that, Fox. Just 3 quick kills coming in from Mortality to take that round. And this has been just... Oh, and there's the eco. This is the first round where nobody has the option to buy, where nobody on a team has an option to buy, unless if they all decide to pick up a Nova, which, you know, would leave most of them armorless. We are actually going to see a save this time from Astral Authority, which means that this round should be Mortalities, but, you know, knowing how Josh BM and Fox tend to play those pistols, and they, at least one of them has an eco pistol. I'm going to say it's Fox with the eco pistol, because they look almost identical. Look at that. As they're pretty much they're close to being the same gun. I need to get back into the camera view I want. Well, you see a solid banana push. As this guy in window is going to be shot at by Toy. Toy not able to make anything happen with that, but actually this boost is going to pay off in some sort with just at least a single frag. It was an odd boost spot right there. I think, was that a person standing on top of another person, or did he boost up onto the box? Whitmer with the solid sportsmanship. The fuck you dropped in chat. Quite a lot of witty banter here between the teams. Glad to bring you all of it. Toy playing banana as the last person. Char is standing at the T stairs with a USP, waiting to see if anyone rotates that way. And I think Mortality's going to try it. He's hiding right behind the plant, and they know that there's going to be a guy behind that plant. And ends up taking him down. Nobody going down to that final lurker, but you know, you have the USP. You're not going to be able to make something happen. So instead of going for the suicide rush, he went for the frag at the bottom of the stairs, and that's going to give them Mortality another round, and they're in another eco. But we are seeing a Deagle, and the Deagle is an odd mistress, as she can change it around in so many ways. And we're seeing the CT rush, which Shinobi is going to get caught out, but not before just a bunch of frags come in from both sides, and the corners are just being held better by Mortality. But that was a solid rush play, and 3 players go down to that, and that's unexpected. Mortality lost a lot of economy that they probably shouldn't have lost. This is going to be the first real full buy from the teams coming in at round 8. And it's going to involve an op here by Virtus, and only one CT actually affording the head armor. It's probably not going to end up mattering, as from what I can see here, the only one with an eco pistol that actually won't be able to that will be able to one-shot them is Vice. He's playing the SG. Personal favorite gun of mine, and rarely seen in the pros, is the AK is usually favored, but you know, that armor penetration can't be beat. Seeing a solid A take, but you know, they have the players for these corners, and it's going to mean that it's going to be a hard take for Mortality. Number 7 is sitting right in that smoke. Whoever that is. Oh, Shinobi, and he's going to go down. And this is just not Mortality's take, as they're able to get 1, and almost 2. Bomb down, that's big. They take down 2 players and get the bomb down. That is big play. As what maps are they playing? They're playing they're going to play Inferno and Cache. They also played Train, but I think since that round went to overtime, that's the only explainable reason why the Cevo download link won't work for me, as I've tried it over the last week and a half and it doesn't work. It wasn't a week and a half. I downloaded these all the matches I needed in a bundle right as the tournament came to a close, and I couldn't ever get that one, and then I tried again today. So whenever the tournament ended was when I tried to download those. Because I actually had plans to stream every single day this weekend, and those kind of fell through. Oh, and an excellent shot on Sick. That op is just really difficult to beat on this map, as, you know, it has the perfect one-tap kill, and it's going to be hard to take it. We actually still see number 6 over there, I think. Let's go. Oh, it's Toy. I thought it was Toy, because Toy's their lurk. He's playing the solid lurk every single round, but he's on a site just covered in counter-terrorists, leaving it to be a 3v2 take over here onto B if they're gonna try to push this quickly. Toy's trying to sell a fake, and, you know, with the positioning on the CT player right. Oh, that's FGB coming up big. It's gonna be it's kind of gonna be a 1v1 if Vice notices this guy coming up on his corner. Oh, doesn't matter as Josh gets an excellent headshot to take him down. And fake comes in from Toy on the plant, but he ends up still going down to Josh. Josh with an excellent corner right there. And we kind of actually see a broken economy here from Mortality, with Whitmer being forced to buy just the Tech 9. Not that the Tech 9 is bad in any given way. It's probably the best pistol in the game. I don't know if I would say that. So FGB goes down. Grenade stack allows Char to take one. Oh, but Sick able to take one down while flashed. They still have one player on B, and they're rotating. Oh, Josh with another just great headshot. And it's just trades. It's just trades here. Back and forth, back and forth. And now it's going to come down to Mortality strategy. Do they come back to A, where they're going to be guaranteed to face this op, I think. Actually, they're not. They're going to be forced to face the rifle of Fox. And that's going to be... Actually, it's going to be the question of if they try to take this, which... With 55 seconds, I would believe that they're just trying to make enough of a slow play to try to move the players close together and hope that they pick the wrong site. But really, right here, they're going to peek right into an op on spools, and that's going to be possibly devastating. Oh, devastating right there. As that should be the call from Fox to come up from behind. And we kind of are going to miss the bomb plant. Virtus actually doesn't end up peeking. And he's going to go down. That way, Fox knows where this player is going to be. He knows that he can just fake this defuse with the smoke and probably cause the player to come spam it. And that's going to be the case. That would have been an excellent spot to ninja defuse, but he's not going to even risk it, as Fox is just going to come in here and take the normal defuse. And that's round 5 for Astral, bringing this to a 5-5 half. I really don't know what I'm looking for here for these teams to make things actually happen for their side, as basically Inferno is rather CT-sided. I would think Mortality needs at least one more to really solidly have this round, and I would say Astral probably has they need at least 8. They're actually able to take a rifle down, but they're not able to take 2, and this is going to be just generally corners. Oh, wow, except that they are able to take the site. And that's going to be 2 players rotating from the same kind of side, with flash coming out from Sick. Both the players are slightly lit, but it's going to come down to what corners are played here by this Mortality side. This could be a really hard retake. Or they're going to line right up and get taken down, but, you know, mistakes happen, and you know, there's always a mistake somewhere in a pro game that caused the game to be lost, and I don't think that's one of them. That was a pistol round. There was very little chance of those coming Mortality's way, and actually to get that bomb plant was amazing. It's going to allow them to buy that op on Whitmer, and that is going to be how they're going to have to challenge Virtus, as Virtus has been dominating with his op on this half, and if they can get it out of his hands, maybe they can try to force a couple more rounds to go their way and try to seal up this map. Oh, but FGB gets a little bit too aggressive, and so does Fox, running right into the line of sight of Whitmer. The B now has a crossfire setup, and A only has one defender, and if Toy can push through and find that one guy, that could be enough. That is an odd boost. Let me look here at Whitmer. Whitmer looking for a guy in dark. That is an interesting play. I've never actually seen that in professional play, and I would like to know what that is and where they learned that. That's quite a play. Didn't really gain them anything, and kind of what they've done here is they've again split the CTs. This is going to be the call that yes, this is a B push as the smoke comes down. Really, I don't know why Toy plays this aggressive of a lurk to not actually push at all. And Char's going to be able to come in here, take one. Looked like he was going to get two, but he actually misses Shinobi, who's going to punish that greatly. And now Toy is over here looking for the last guy, who's going to flank all the way around to T-spawn with his op. It's going to be Virtus. Virtus not going to have to rebuy, and the rest of the team not going to be having that much money to do so, as this is possibly going to be a save. They're going to have to turn it into a buy round as they have the op. As you know, the op, it's just so expensive, and you don't want to lose it just because nobody else has something to back it up. I'm going to assume that Virtus is going to drop a lot onto buying his team, some fours. You can expect to see Josh drop maybe an M4, and Virtus dropped at least 2 and a FAMAS maybe. Or maybe no. Maybe they're just... Oh, there's the M4. At least one. And a FAMAS. That's going to be kind of evening out their economy, making it really costly if this round goes to a Mortality. That could be Mortality taking round 15 if they win this. And if Mortality takes round 15, I'm going to probably say that they have a really great chance of taking this one to map 3 at least. As cash is anyone's game, as we've already seen them play. I really feel that last time they faced off, it came down to a lot of cockiness on the Astral Authority side that ended up allowing them to try to take that. They made some risky buys that they shouldn't have. I would put this, if they didn't have the op in Virtus's hands, this would be considered a risky buy in my book. As they just don't really have anything to make this happen. And if Mortality plays this slowly enough, they won't have anything. That's a part of the... I think that was part of the new raised skyboxes on the maps that allows you to throw that smoke. I'm not certain. That could have been there before. Oh, shoulder peek by Toy allows him to dodge the bullet. Oh my gosh. Show me the other side of the map where FGB has just this corner that nobody looks at. And no, I don't get to see what happened there because the camera director is not doing its job well. I wish I could do a better job, but I'm bad. Let's get Vice's point of view. Oh, Vice goes down. Virtus is gonna grab the defuse, and that's gonna be round. Which round is this? Round 13 going to Astral? Is that them picking up round 7? Yep, round 7 for Astral. And that's kind of what they needed, is basically 2 more rounds for Mortality would be fatal. as Inferno really comes down to how solid of a CT side you got. Well, I don't know. I wouldn't say that. There's teams out there that play more solidly on T side. I would say Fnatic is one of them that just has an amazing T side on Inferno, but they also back it up with an amazing CT side on Inferno. Bunny hop through the palace allows Whitmer to kind of come out here and get right into the spray by Char. Shinobi will take one down. Josh able to pick one. Shinobi picking up the 3. That is pushing us into a 2-on-2. Shinobi gonna plant the bomb. Shinobi gonna fake the plant. Whitmer gonna see the massacre and get Toy on an amazing shot and picks up Shinobi. Those were 2 players going insane. Both Virtus and Shinobi just, you know, showing what's up on either side. And this is going to be the final round of the half. And I think Mortality really wants to pick this one up. It's not looking great, as they do have 2 Tech 9s. But a Tech 9 on Toy is dangerous, as Toy is going to be the lurker again. And if anyone overextends even the slightest bit, that's going to be the, you know, the straw that breaks the camel's back, I think. And nobody here on the Astral Authority side going down, and he now covered counter-terrorist. Except that the ones over here are all lit, and now it's Whitmer, alone, 7 HP. And that's going to be the call of good half. And Astral Authority took basically all the rounds that they needed to probably take this game, but, you know, wouldn't call it yet. Mortality is a really solid CT team, and Virtus is going to take the final frag on Whitmer for that half. Really, I think these teams are very evenly matched. It's you know, quite a thing that I foresee seeing at least both these teams face off at least at multiple points in the future, be it next season, the season after. They're just both on the same level. And that's impressive coming out from a team of Mortality that's just kind of, you know, recently put together, which is, you know, the Toy and Whitmer pickup to replace Ye and Paul. And Ye's a hard replacement, and it's hard to replace Ye, and Toy I think does a great job of just being where he needs to be at the point in time he needs to be there. We see a pickup of the CZ Auto on Sick, which is an odd pistol round buy, as it does limit the economy that they can build off of that person, especially when, like, the most he could get off of this is a single Tech 9. Like, they're not even doing, like, a Tech 9 rush. And Shinobi's not even going to allow him to have to use that, as Shinobi and Whitmer are just going to kind of come in here and start taking people down. Oh, Whitmer eventually going down, but both of those picking up 2. And this is going to be Sick with the CZ. Coming in, picking it up. And CZ paid off. And got them that final kill. I do enjoy seeing their CZ play on those close quarters maps when they do have that, like, round down advantage where they take out the like 4 CZs and all get rifles, and then it's just a new game. And we are seeing Astral Authority decide to, instead of using some of their extra time to buy up on round 3 or 4, going for that Tech 9 Deagle rush with armor, which is going to make Mortality probably regret picking up all of these MP7s and putting them on B. Except it's not, as those corners are going to just wreck this Astral Authority side. The Deagle from Fox able to take one down, but that was a lot of economy building here from Mortality, as 1,200 went to each of those players there just for the kills, basically almost paying off the gun itself. And they're going to have one of those at least saved away for next round, which is definitely going to be a save, like a full save from Astral in order to pick something up on round 4. And that is both pistol rounds going to Mortality. They're just really solid in the pistol round area. Because if they can pick those pistol rounds up, they can really make something happen. We are actually going to see an entire P250 buy, like, from the whole team. Like, if we're going any other basic Shinobi, just the king of that MP7. Just 3, 4. Is he going to go for the ace? Are they? They're not going to give him the ace. Whitmer's going to be taking that. And, Shinobi just saying, thank you for all of your money. I'm glad to have been of service to you. That MP7 just on point. Toy doing an odd move of throwing his guns so that he has to move an extra bit. We're seeing a heavy push on the banana here by the CT side, taking these 2 corners, setting up a crossfire, but it's not a solid crossfire, except for Vice taking the jumping over the smoke trick to try to see if they can spot anything out. And 6 already boosted up onto the top of the, like, pillars area, which is, like, something I would expect people to, like, usually try, but it's a very rare spot, which is what makes it so beautiful, because nobody ever expects it. Char was forced to go, which guy do I want to kill? And Fox is actually not going to have to make that decision. He's just going to go all of them. That is who I want to kill. And he takes up 2 kills. But that was the bomb rotating over, except that they got it back. Fox picking it up. It's not an impossible retake, but it's a retake that I would decide against if I was to go on the CT side right here. It really comes down to how early the frags come in, and that was an early frag. And, you know, with a shorter time on the defuse, you don't have a lot of decision-making time, and that would have been my call to save, as it's going to be really hard to get this guy out of the pit. And the most you're going to do is force a revive. And they're not even going to do that, as this bomb is actually not going to go off. Barely. It's the caster's intuition right there. FGV actually, I think, buying for one of his teammates. We don't see a very solid economy coming out here from either side. We see a better one from Mortality. Odd choice of picking up a scout and an op. It's part of the Silver Strats 101. Never too many snipers, especially if they're scouts. Which kind of allows, like, I get that, like, the scout totally fits Toy's style. Is he's the run and gun jump kind of guy, and the scout is a gun that directly rewards that style. Flash gonna come in. Somebody gonna go down through it. That's gonna be 2 people going down, and possibly a third, as that other player is over there, right by it. Number 5. That's gonna be Virtus. Pushed up, gonna return to the bomb. Whitmer able to take one down with the op. Virtus now with an AK in hand instead of just Tech 9. Sick gonna trade out FGB, and now it's just gonna be two anywhere, and Sick's gonna just take him down. And that's going to be Mortality starting to build the economy, and Astral Authority having their economy just completely torn down. Without bomb plants, that could be 2 rounds that they have to save right here. Especially if they go into pistol buys, which they seem to be doing. Char deciding to stick with his Glock, but at least 3 of his teammates deciding to upgrade to the P250. And a grenade, he comes in and knocks a little bit of health off of these players. each time they come in. But that's going to be a really big push towards A, and this is going to really show how Mortality handles this A push from these angles. And Sick is going to instantly take one down. Going to be pushed up by Josh, and Josh is going to take him down. But not... Oh, Josh is able to use that gun to his advantage. Almost getting caught out there. Vice getting that rotate, but not before the Lurker comes up and tries to take him down. Oh my gosh, Virtus with an excellent headshot right there. They're going to be able to get this bomb down, and he has an op. He has an op in his hand, and we've already seen the devastation that this man has caused with this op. The Op of Darkness, as I'm now going to call it, is having a bit of a texture issue. He's not able to take Toy down. Oh, Toy, I think, feeling a little bit lucky there to actually even be alive after that. And they lost a round. They won the round. They looked like they were going to lose, but they managed to bring it back. And with that bomb plant, this is going to be an easy buy coming out from Mortality. Not Mortality. Ugh. Astral. Astral does get the plant. You know, Virtus just with that op is just such a dangerous person to push. I feel the same with Whitmer on this side. It's both sides just have a dangerous opper who will take your head right off. Toy buying the op, I have to assume that's to give it to Whitmer, who I think has gone on a break. Who called the pause right here? Yeah, that's a Mortality pause, I think, actually. Yep, Shinobi decided to pause the game right there, even after they win. I don't think they're talking strats right here. They're just going to be on the same hold and, you know, working on trying to keep this other team at bay. We're going to be returning to the action, and I'm very confused as to why they didn't use that time to buy, but they have enough time. We do again see an op on Virtus, and that could be big. You know, don't ever discount the op on either side of this map, as it can really come into play. Just depends on the corner. Like that banana peak is very dangerous, especially when the other team has this op, and you know nobody decides to go mid, which is lucky. As from what I've seen of Whitmer's play, he does tend to like to engage those mid areas, even if they're at the disadvantage, just because he's that kind of opper who will, you know, take you off guard. We do see a very, you know, solid lurk coming in from Char. I assume that's Char. Let's go look. It is Char. He's going to come back for the bomb. We do see a bunch of smokes over by B. That's actually going to get me over to B. Whitmer is on an odd corner. I would have expected him to take up onto the spools, but he's kind of just delaying when things happen, and that's enough to really get his whole team over here. Fox able to trade him out. Well, it was Flash, and Char able to trade out Toy. That's going to be an impossible retake, I would assume, as I think Six already called it as a save, and Shinobi instead going to run right into the crosshairs of FGB, and it's going to be another close. This game is just so close. That's like, look at this scoreboard. It's like 1-1, 1-1, 3-4, 1-3, 3, 1-2, 1. It's just on point play from both sides. There's been very little like full eco coming out from either side. We're gonna see like a half eco here from Mortality for probably the first time, as actually we saw at least one broken economy on their T side, and we see it again here, but you know it's not fully broken as Wimmer has the Deagle, not able to make anything happen with it. Vice gonna play the up close CZ auto game, and it's gonna pay off with a double kill. Holy cow! Just spray with that CZ. CZ's got to be the most dangerous gun in the hand of somebody who knows how to use it. like second to the op, but the op is dangerous in basically anyone's hand. The CZ is just something that like somebody's MG and never uses like me. I can't hit anyone with that gun, and Vice just comes up and picks up a double with the same clip spray, and it just astounds you. And he could get more right here as he's playing a corner that they are going to check as he's a little bit pushed out, and I think Toy is going to have to make something happen here. I said don't foresee him trying to save the 5-7, but he might be.
Bomb has been planted.
And this is going to be another round going to Astral Authority, and they're starting to close out this game, and it leads you to question: is Mortality going to lose right here? Or are they going to make something happen next round? They have guns. Actually, Toy is able to make something happen as he finds 6 M4 and is able to probably hold on to it.
Terrorists win.
Really, the player of that round was Vice. Is like, just it was unexpected for him to come up with 2 kills there. I was expecting him to just get shot right at the start of that, but he turns it into 2, and almost like if he had played a little closer to that the sandbag, he might have been able to get more, as I doubt they would have expected him to play that aggressively twice even after he was hit. Toy trading the FAMAS for the M4. Really dangerous to see these FAMASes in this pro league. It's a gun that has such an odd spray pattern, but in the hands of those pros who just have that aim, it's second to none, really. Okay, Josh is going to come right in here, take out Shinobi. And 6 able to take down another one. Oh, he almost gets taken out by Virtus, but he makes Virtus pay for that miss with almost all of his health. And that's going to be Toy rotating over. The question is, are they going to go for the like library push, or are they going to go? They're going to go straight on the A site. And 6 going to need to spot this out or something, because he needs that rotate to come in fast.
Bomb has been planted.
Oh, Sick able to get 1. Now spots out another. Oh, another miss comes in from Virtus, but, you know, he hits him in the leg, I think. That was a leg hit. Oh, Vice able to hit that shot. I think, is it Toy? No, Shinobi actually hit that guy. I thought that nade might have bounced over to him.
Bomb has been defused.
Didn't seem like he got that much damage off, but he got enough. And that's 12-12. And it's just such a close game. The economy over here on Astral is, by all terms, insane, as they have a couple of these guys in the high thousands, and then they have, like, Virtus with 0. But they're going to have the full AKs and the AWP again, and the AWP is going to come out on the CT side. And they're keeping the FAMAS, I guess, for economy reasons, but it's such an odd choice because these rounds are so close. Having the weaker gun might be the deciding factor. You do see kind of this split again to try to see if either side of this map can make something happen for the T side. And Toy's playing that close corner, but was almost taken out by those shots. Whitmer gonna take out Char, pushes that smoke. Josh is just gonna spray and hope somebody is in the general area. He's not wrong when it's playing right on that corner. Boy, Whitmer with another excellent shot with that op, just turning this into a round that doesn't seem like it can go the T's way anymore. As Toy's now forced to move, and he runs right into the opper and just surprises him. You wouldn't expect that to be a point in time that somebody moves, and that's when he moved out. It was almost an amazing pop out and spray from Shinobi, as he almost took down possibly 2 of them. And now they know that this is in fact a B push, and they need to take someone down. And Vice with a solid hold right there. Wimmer and Vice just picking up 2 each. Toy with another. Toy picking up the op kill, which probably saved that round, I would say. And it's an amazing game on both sides. We are going to be seeing an eco here from the T side, but it's not an easy eco, as they're pushing the Tech 9s and the armor. As they know if they lose this one, Mortality is on 14, and they're going to have a lot of work to do to bring this back. They definitely need a bomb plant right here, I would say, in order for them to be able to buy next round. Solid. And Whitmer just on that corner. Reaction time, like, I would love to see these guys do a reaction time test. Just to see how quickly these guys react. It's insane. Like, Whitmer almost getting taken down by the shot by Virtus, but is able to make that amazing, like, return back. And Sick able to take 2 down with the AK. Whitmer, 1 HP, not deciding to go into, like, a back corner to hide. Still holding a solid play and does a peek. This guy just does not stop. And Toy takes the last guy. I just thought Whitmer was going to take him, like, 1 HP is enough. It's like the second time Whitmer has done something like, you know, call him the low health hero or something. Is he's always playing like 7, 1 health and going, no, I'm telling you guys, I got this. Amazing flip knife Doppler on Vice. He's really been showing that one off. I think he traded something for that, because I don't remember him having it last time. DC's full AK come out on this T side, and Toy able to just spray one down through the smoke. Char gonna be taken out. I don't know, could he see it through that smoke, or was that just a lucky guess? Because it could have been one way. And the B push is still real. The T's are not gonna be distracted from this. They're keeping all their players in the area, waiting for these smokes to go. But we could totally see another smoke come over the wall here, as we see 2 players right by where that smoke could come down. Just the amount of, yeah, I don't remember anyone over here having a smoke, and there comes a smoke that must have been from Arch side, and that's going to be enough of a delay to put this into like the short amount of seconds. As they still have fire grenades on this side. Wimmer, in fact, still holding his last hand. Boy, almost getting taken down. Actually getting taken down by the rush. Now they have 16 seconds. They have 16 seconds to try to make something happen. They don't have a lot of utility to stop the pushes, but Wimmer gonna get taken down by Josh. Shelby gonna trade him out. And actually gonna be able to get the better of FGB there, as he just has a bit of luck there as the AK decides to fire Nerf bullets at his general direction. And the flank in from Sick allows them to take the round. That's going to push it into 15-12 territory. Astral can still come back from this. It's a close enough game that it could still go either way. And I think that plant actually gives them enough money to buy an op if they wish. Yeah, they could have an op onto Josh, but Josh would have no armor. And that would be a risky play, as I believe Josh would have to throw it over to Virtus, who already has armor. And, you know, Josh would be running that AK. Instead, they're going to go for the buy of the full AK again. That fire grenade somehow not dealing that much damage to Toy. Only getting him for 2. But a couple of these T-side players have been really hit by those nades. I really like if the auto director would come go show me A. Because A has a lot of people by it. And this is probably going to be like a slow A take. I could... They don't seem to be peeking anyone into the mid area, but those two players totally look like they could peek in number 5 and 4. That's Virtus and Star, and they do. But Wimmer actually misses the shot. That's a shot he's hit several times before. Oh, but Virtus is taken down by the arc side. Shinobi able to take one down. This looks like a good game as Whitmer comes through and takes it right there with Shinobi's help. Amazing play right there. It's gonna leave it as that game, and I'm gonna switch on back here to the screen for a little bit. Let us just take a smooth break before going into cash. So let's get this started here on the second map. We saw Mortality take map 1 on Inferno in a very close game from the very start. We're going to be going on to Cash, a match that Astral and Mortality have already faced off on once. As, you know, it was actually very, very close then. It was 12-3 first half. Mortality took 12-3 next half, and then I think won it in the first overtime or second. I can't remember. And that was... It was a good match. I will not lie. And now we're about to start the pistol round. This is gonna be Mortality getting the side pick, as this is actually Astral's map. Let me flip this over to game, and we can get started. Mortality playing an odd... Oh, they're playing a B rush strat on CT side. That could pay off big time, as this is not an expected play for a pro team. And they've already kind of moved players around, as one of the T's already kind of floated around and made a flank from the other side. One pushed through vent, but the rest are going over to A, and I have to assume that Mortality kind of knows that this isn't going to be a B push. Except that they're only playing one... Except that player just spotted the bomb. Which player is that, though? That's player 1, that's Vice. Vice would have spotted the bomb right there. And that's going to be the rotate coming in from the last player of the T side. He's going to go down to 6. He's going to take 2 amazing USB headshots. And now we see one player back of sight. Weren't able to get the bomb down as they didn't have the time. And that's going to be Mortality taking round 1. Really, knowing what I know from last time they faced off, I would like to see Mortality take 13. Because both these teams are very off on their cash T-side play. But, you know, maybe they figured it out since then? I'm not sure. It's all going to come down to really who takes more CT rounds. As, you know, that's usually how the game works. Really wants me to watch Shinobi here. Oh, I actually have auto director off. That's why. Auto director might not even be forcing me to look at Shinobi. Forcing me to look at Toy, who's staring at a wall right now. Able to get 1. Wimmer able to get 1. Sick able to get 2. Toy with 1. And Wimmer with 1. Still going down. And Shinobi actually getting an amazing shot right there. He must have gotten that call from Vice. That one was going to push that way. The highway and took him down. And I think this is going to be another save coming out from Astral Authority. They're going to really be looking to take this on round 4 to try to break the streak. That grenade comes right in the face of Virtus. Not dealing too much damage, but since he didn't have armor, he paid. And you do have FAMAS hold right here. As Vice is holding... They're holding a 3B, which is kind of an odd strategy. Usually you have a mid player instead of a third B player or third A player, as it's basically like a quick rotate. But instead, they're holding 3B, and it's a very solid idea. This is going to be a B push, and Vice just goes insane. Vice picking up a triple kill. Looked like he was going to get 4. And, you know, if Toy hadn't taken that early shot, I would have even called it an ace, you know. But, you know, it doesn't always go your way. Match has been paused. Pause coming in from Fox. It's a risky play to like if they're playing this pause in order to try to gain a strategy against Mortality, they're giving Mortality the same amount of time to make a strategy against what Astral Authority already has shown, which I think puts Astral Authority in a better strategic position, you know, if they were using it like that, as, you know, with what I know of what I've seen here, Astral Authority has a lot more cards to play off of than Mortality does. As Mortality has seen pistol round, and pistol round. But they haven't seen where they like to go with guns, which is going to look like it's like a triple boost onto this boost box, which is going to be pushed off by that Molotov. Really strategic that Molotov is to try to keep that op out of that area. Not actually playing an op this time, Astral is going instead for the extra rifle hand. And it could totally pay off, as these AKs can just tear up a site. And Vice and Shinobi are going to trade out 2-1, 3-1 in the mid area. Didn't really get to see much of that engagement, but, you know, we did see the outcome, which was an excellent play by both Shinobi and Sick picking up 2 really quick frags that I thought he was going down right there when that second guy peeked through, but he was just cool and collected with it. Now we see 3 AKs coming in on the CT side. More AKs than any CT side should really ever have, but, you know, I'm pretty sure most players love that gun. They would replace the M4 with it if they could. This is such a powerful weapon. And we do see a Famas still on Whitmer. Oh, FGB playing that Deagle, getting that kill. Proving my point that that Deagle can be a game changer. And Char actually picking up the same Deagle in an attempt to make something else work. And he misses both those shots. And actually flipping it to show Toy taking up the head of Fox. And now it's two mid players. And like, well, two mid-ish players. Yeah, that's a full mid player actually. One pushed all the way up to Highway. We do see like a FAMAS over here on B, as actually all the players are now have now met up in B in mid, and now are looking, are they going to go for A or are they going to go for B? And what it looks like, they're going to just keep challenging Sick on this corner until Char actually manages to take him down with an excellent shot from P250. Taking great care to try to get something to happen, and that's round 5. Going over to Mortality. Taking a 5-0. Whitmer still Deagle in hand. Are we going to finally see the op buy from Whitmer now that he's had plenty of time to think about it and build his economy? We are, in fact, going to see it. And we already... we see 6,800 from a person who just bought the op. It's economically very sound. Virtus gonna make Vice pay for not making it around that corner fast enough. And an amazing shot right there from that opper. And that's gonna put it into where Astral Authority might be able to make a round happen here. Oh, Shinobi gonna get the better of Virtus as Virtus gets a little bit spooked. Fired a little bit early on the flick, I noticed. Because he didn't expect a player to push all the way there. Whitmer making the op work and turning this into a 4-3 in favor of Mortality. Oh, nope, 4-2. The op on Whitmer just taking people down. FGB able to trade Shinobi out, but Sick already has the vents. And he's going to pop right down. FGB looks right over at him, but isn't able to take him down. And that is Whitmer taking 3 kills. Amazing play with the op. And he's not even playing the long range. He's playing close. That's pretty close quarters for that weapon. To be able to hit those 3, like, perfect, like, movement to still shots. It's just amazing. 6-0 for Mortality, looking like it could go 7. And they need to just keep this up and hopefully push Astral into just a 2-0. Like, just hopefully a 2-0 Astral right here. Shinobi playing a boost, I think, on this like power box. Wasn't able to hit all of his shots, but he's able to hit one down to 2, I think. Char, I think, paid right there for peeking that corner. And now it looks like it's going to be an A take. It's 3 players over by A with 2 close by. Shinobi able to trade out for Josh, and Toy able to get one. Now the health on Mortality is just overwhelming. Char is the last man left. He has 2 HP. Like, I don't think anyone can call this, but Whitmer's not even going to care. He's just going to peek him through that wall and take him down. That is 7 for Mortality. And their economy doesn't look breakable at this point. It looks like they are going to have the economic standing to be able to stay at the top, even if they lose all their rounds from here on out. Possibly they can be broken, but, you know, as this is CT side cash, I don't assume that they're going to lose out from here on. Especially with the kind of solid play we've been seeing from all sides. Let's look at the scoreboard here, as Shinobi's actually being the top frag, with Sick being close behind. Really, both of those players really showing up today. And Whitmer playing great in his spot, being 6-0. most of his kills coming up because of that op, and Vice able to trade out, able to take down SCB. But not before Josh and Char trade both of the B players out in return. And
Bomb has been planted.
this is gonna be a really odd retake. We're able to take one down and turn it into a 3v3, but oh, that kill was amazing by Sick, and Whitmer taking one down. That leaves it in an easy retake, and Toy's able to prove that as they can't find the bomb. Okay, Sick worrying me there for a little bit. Can't find the bomb. Finds it. Able to get the defuse.
Counter-terrorists win.
Toy, really? Really, Toy? Are we back in Halo 2? Is that where we are? Whitmer throwing the op to Shinobi, who throws it to Vice. This is going to be an odd play, as I haven't actually seen the op in Vice's hands inside a pro match. As usually as a secondary opper, they would run Shinobi, who doesn't usually like to run the op, as really limits his usual strategies. And that's Toy able to take one down. Toy able to take two. This is going to be a rush coming in. And Toy going down. Oh, just three of them. And now that's Vice alone, op in hand. Not able to really make anything happen as he wasn't where the action was. And I have to assume he wants to save this, but... decided to be loud right there. Don't know what that was. I need to check on my CPU fan. I don't know if you can hear that. From the recording, it looks like you can't hear that, so I'm just gonna let it be. Hopefully the noise gate got it. The computer just decided to sound like it turned on. And that is 8-1. Astral finally able to just end the drought. And I think that's Mortality saying, Vice, please don't op anymore. You didn't really get anything to happen. And this is going to be another round here for Astral, I think, as they just took it right then and there. Whitmer able to trade one out. Kind of just show what can happen. Two, it's apparently still anyone's round, as Whitmer is saying... no. Virtus is apparently complaining about the server, which, let's go look at the pings here. Virtus isn't even lagging the most. Whitmer actually running a rather high ping. Whitmer almost able to take down FGB. That would have been the 4K. That was an amazing just break of the economy right there. As he comes in and just takes at least 3 down, almost 4, and their economy is still, they're still rich, you know. And when you're that rich, you know, you can make that play, saying, you know, I do have the op in my hand, but you know, this op could turn into 3 kills, it could turn into 4 kills. Shinobi getting a little bit overextended there. Actually, gets taken out by FGB. FGB quickly traded out by Sick. You see Virtus playing back with the op. We have no idea kind of where this is going to be going. I think there's Whitmer alone on the B site, and that's actually a solid decision. Sick able to trade it out to take down Fox. Josh is looking like he's going to be pushing B, but he's looking right. He's going to be looking right into the op of Whitmer, and Vice, I think, is also over there. Char playing up on this boost spot, but they don't have the bomb over here, which is an odd choice. Now they do. Looks like they're going to go for an A push from both, like, garage and highway. But that is going to be greatly... like, when your garage player is an opper, you have to make a decision of, is that actually worth the push? And, like, especially when you get your hand played right there with flash. Oh, but you're able to take one down. Amazing play on that op. And looks like they're actually going to be able to get that bomb down, and they're maybe even able to take this round as just a couple of unsolid rotates come in from Mortality and kind of push this into a sketchy situation where Vice has to make something happen. Daryl gets spotted out, and Char's going to be able to take him down. That's 3 rounds already for Astral Authority. Now, where Mortality really has to win out in order for them to have a really good chance of winning this. Because I know Astral plays an amazing CT side on Cash. And that doesn't look like it's going to be happening, as I got a little bit cocky calling it a no-eco game for Mortality, and push them onto the eco right here. Did you see the Deagle on Shinobi? Could be the difference maker. None of them playing a non-eco, like an eco, like no buy pistol, and nobody playing the safe site. Sick going for the knife kill there. It seemed wasn't able to take anyone down. Spray's gonna be able to take down Toy. That's gonna be their round, as they just have better corners on all positions. And that is a no-death round for Astral. And that's what they really needed, is they need to win quite a few more rounds in order to just stack up that side. Because in a normal game, I would say Mortality getting 8-0 is, or 7-0, or whatever they got. No, they got 8-0. Was enough to probably push a win no matter what, as Astral is going to be forced to get the same sort of play, but like in this Pro League, you know, that's something they can do. The pressure isn't going to get to them that fast. Do I not have X-Ray on this whole time? I didn't. So here's X-Ray on again, and excellent shot there by Shinobi. Shinobi forced to break the vent in order to get out because the fire grenade comes in right at his feet. And Fox is pushing right up to Squeaky Door. Right, try to... Oh, he opens it. And throws out the nade. Makes it look like that's going to be the take. But in reality, the take's right here. But Shinobi, already privy to the information that this is the take, in fact, is going to be able to save Vice and push this into a 5-2. We already see Fox over here by Forklift, unbeknownst to anyone in the A side, I assume, as they're not even looking at him. And if Whitmer keeps pushing like he does, he's going to spot the bomb, but it doesn't end up mattering as both players on either side get taken out. Nobody from Mortality actually dies there, and that's going to be an excellent comeback into the rounds that they need. Whitmer playing really close, able to take one down, and I don't think Shinobi I don't think both of them were spotted at the same time. Thus, they don't by the time this Vent player falls, I bet they're not going to know about Whitmer. It's going to be right there, pushing up. Virtus, unaware, unable to take him down. That is going to be another round here for Mortality, as Char is left in a 1v4 without the bomb, and Vice is going to just take him down right there. That is 10-4 Mortality. It looks like it's going to be... it should be 11-4 Mortality after this round, but, you know, 11-4 is quite solid. I would, in fact, still call this anyone's game, but I would say it's definitely heavily sided towards Mortality, and it would involve Mortality just not being able to pick up the frags. And so far this game... that looks unlikely. His Vice is the only one who hasn't really been picking up a positive KD. and he's not by the action. Whitmer not even playing the op anymore, as he says, why play the op versus all these pistols? Oh my gosh, Virtus though. And he picks up 2 amazing 1-digs to pick up M4s for both him and his teammate. This could still be anyone's round. In fact, I would like to see Astral Authority take this one, as that was some amazing play there by Virtus, who clearly made the best of a bad situation, but it looks like Josh is going to just... is probably going to be taken down right here, as there's a player rotating right behind him. He's trying to line it up. Did he go for the knife? The smoke grenade gonna call out the player inside the smoke. Gonna be able to be picked up by Whitmer. Easy spray. And now we just are gonna be waiting for players to get ready here. It should be a quick ready up, as this series might last quite a bit. You know, I don't think any of these players want to be here for like 4 hours. Live on 3 restarts. We are getting to see a couple more. It's really going to come down to Mortality's pistol round play here. If they can take this pistol round and then run with the next 2, I would pretty much call this their game right now. But if they can't start to get those early rounds, it starts to get harder and harder. As we saw, Astral Authority was able to make 4 rounds happen, but in order to do so, they needed 4 rounds in a row after the other team already had 8. And that's just something that's going to take quite a lot of effort. FGB is going to have to come up big here with USP. Same with Char. So Char's actually going to push right into the hands of these guys and take a couple of them down. Char getting 1, actually. FGB getting 2. Char getting 2. And Josh actually getting 1. Don't know where Josh was at that point. And they took an easy pistol round right there. Just multiple 1-taps coming in from all players that were in the area. You see the Pro 90 coming out on Fox, and you see more machine guns than they saw on the Mortality side of things. And Mortality had a lot of machine guns. You see the MP9 come out on Char. This is going to be a quick push on this T side. Right into a site full of death. As Josh just brings that spray down to take out 2 players. They're looking for the plant. They're going to be able to grab the plant. That's the question. Whitmer able to cover his teammate long enough for the plant to go down. But is the plant going to be enough for them? As this is just going to guarantee round 3 buy, I would say. If not, no, it won't guarantee round 3 buy. It's going to guarantee round 4 buy. Maybe. Can't really tell.
Counter-terrorists win.
Actually, we're going to be seeing a Tech 9 buy here, followed by a full AK buy on round 19. If Astral puts up the same kind of score here that Mortality did, I could totally see this one going round 30, at least. Like, we don't even need to see identical, we just need to see close. Like, Char playing an excellent box boost. One that I've seen Mortality do on several occasions. They're just not able to check that box, and it ends up, you know, ruining their strategy. B-side actually fully open. Like, mistakes made by Astral here to do this open site, but That bomb being where it was probably... Oh, no. Allows them to plant still. But Whitmer with just a Tech 9 versus 3 rifles doesn't seem like he's going to be able to do anything. And the defuse comes in by Josh.
Bomb has been defused. Counter-terrorists win.
Able to take an early kill there, but not a knockdown to 4. We still see one guy over in this sandbag area, but he's not even getting hit by that fire, and that's going to allow him to probably take a corner people don't expect, and it does, as he takes down 2. Josh, amazing play right there. Char able to take one down as he comes from above. Shinobi actually kind of overextending there, as I would rather see him play a little closer, as Vice probably had that kill down. We're playing close op into A as Vice actually goes down, and that's going to be another round looking like it's going to go the way of Astral Authority. But who knows? Is Whitmer with his op is insane. He's already taken down three players with 1 op before. He's going to wait for the guy to overextend, peek that shoulder, peek anything. And it's actually going to be, through the box to reveal his location. And that's going to be another round going the way of Astral Authority. And Astral Authority already starting to look like they're going to rack up a few rounds here. As this is going to be looking the same way as it did when they were on this side. And now, looks like they're going to get 5. And Mortality seems to try to break the streak earlier. Because they don't want to bring this into overtime, as overtime could go either way. Char playing the box boost, and the box boost is quite a dangerous beast. As he's not even spotted out, and cool plays are working on 5. He's finally spotted by the last guy. Char and FGB just working together, taking the duo ace. So I'm now going to claim it. The bro ace, where 2 bros just come in and wreck shop. We see 5 rounds taken on the CT side, 3 more, and they've tied Mortality for the streak they had. And if they do that, Mortality's looking like they're in a bad spot. And this could go into map 3, which map 3 is, I believe, Train. Train's an odd one for Mortality. It really comes down to sides. I want to check. It's Train. I think it's Train. I had to check my pregame screen. We do see a dual op setup here on the CT side, and I think if Mortality had known that there wasn't 2 players there, they would have double peeked that instead of having Toy. And whoever died last, they get into multiple 1-on-1.
Counter-terrorists win.
We're playing really close on those corners, playing a really good game, but not able to really make anything happen right there. Mortality hasn't managed to grab any rounds this half, and it looks like they're going to be in a half save. And a half save is not where you want to be when you're trying to grab your first round, because if this is their first round and they lose a couple of these AKs, they're not going to have much of an economy to build up. They really want to be on that full buy, maybe have an op in pocket, and make something happen as they can try to make a couple rounds. But the risk of these like half eco rushes is they can really not pay off that big unless if you grab multiple rounds in a row. And like that's something that you could just look like he zooms right in on that guy. And we see a standard smoke rush, just a spider's arms of smokes come in. Up on top of the red crate, odd positioning, it manages to get a single kill. Virtus is now right inside sight with a bunch of the B players. As Vice able to take down 2, Vice able to then go down. Oh, Fox just able to hit this player on the first and second box hit. And Wimmer will get his second kill before going down to the grenade by Fox. Fox with that op. Shinobi's gonna burn. Shinobi burned. He grabbed the wrong side. But he's able to take it as Fox doesn't have time to defuse, and Fox is gonna die. Right then and there. That's a great round pickup for Mortality, picking up the earlier round than the round the other team got. Maybe able to make something work here. If they can turn this into 4 rounds, maybe they can turn it into 5, which is the push that would take them not into map 2 and instead into next map versus enemy GG or Venom. That early kill by Virtus kind of puts him in one of those positions that you don't want to be, where you're down a player, and they quickly trade it up, but Sick is now damaged. He's basically he's 9 HP. He's not Whitmer, so he doesn't. I don't think he has the full audacity to just make the craziest peaks at low HP. That he's going to push the site first. Actually misses Char on site. Fox overtakes on that. Char goes down to the spray by Vice. Fox going to go down to Vice as well. And now it's Virtus, but Virtus is a better position right here. Vice has moved away from the bomb. And I think Virtus is... He doesn't know the bomb is right there, but then he does. That is him looking right at it, and Virtus able to take him down. Amazing hold right there. Vice just takes a little bit too much of a push, and that's going to push them onto another save. As I said, the eco round wins are just so dangerous, as it totally puts you into a place where your economy can get broken. And that's what's happened here. And that's going to push Astral. If they can't get the bomb play, that's going to push Astral up to 13. And when 13 came in from Mortality, it actually hasn't happened yet. That was an ace by Virtus right there with the op in hand. That was an incredible ace that I just almost completely glossed over. 1 opening, I believe, with that op, and then 4 quick pistol kills. If I had the ability to show a replay of that, I would totally do that. Virtus, explosive play. Pushes him into actually the second frag position of the entire game, tied with Whitmer. The 2 basic oppers are playing insane. Vice able to get an amazing peek there. And actually, they decided to make something happen here with a kind of half buy, kind of risk it for the biscuit kind of stuff. Now, Toy. Are you going to rush in with that Tech 9 and destroy all of them, or are you going to stand in this corner and wait for Shinobi to throw the smoke? And that's going to be the answer to that. As I believe Tori's going to come in right here. He's going to be the one spotted out. Char going to wait to spray down. And that's not good for Mortality, as now Mortality is kind of down at player, and Virtus comes from behind. Vice wasn't able to just instantly spot that guy. He misses element, and Virtus with that 5-7 in hand, just deadly, puts the bullet he needs into Vice. That's going to push it to 14 for Astral, as this is going to be another save coming in from Mortality. And they're playing the dual op setup, which is something Mortality has a lot of trouble with, as, you know, Mortality has a really high rate of going to the site that doesn't have the op. They figure out where the op is, they draw it out with corner peaks and all that, and they then go to the other site. But when there's two ops, it's kind of like playing, you know, Russian roulette with a, 6 shots in the barrel. It's, death on all sides, and a general bad idea. As the dual op setup is quite risky. As those guns cost like 4,700 each or something like along that line. I can't remember directly. Don't usually play the op in game. I'm a rifle guy myself. Well, the op is a rifle. It's a sniper rifle. But I'm the guy going to be running those AUG or SG, AK, M4, those kind of guns. As the precision just isn't there for me. And this is going to be a solid mid push. Whitmer going down quite a bit off of the fire, and that's going to be the death there for Mortality. Is they lose the bomb up in a really high spot that Shinobi actually managed to grab, but it delayed them. Shinobi's actually going to rotate right back into the line of sight of SGB. SGB not able to take him down yet, and now he is in sick. 29 HP left, and he goes down 14-12 in favor of Astral Authority. Astral Authority just coming right back from that loss on Inferno to say, we're not out of this best of 3 yet. We're going to be fighting for that pro slot just as much as you. And the dual op setup has done nothing but succeed here on the CT side. And I would not be surprised to see it again, which we do on Virtus with the second op. Whitmer picking up one op for Mortality and not boosting it, as they actually forgo that boost and go for the AK boost, which allows the fire to take out one of those ops. And Mortality's coming right back into this, as Shinobi's the only one hit, and he's hit down to 6, but they're up an entire another player after him. And he's going to be the guy who peeks the opper and actually doesn't go down. Char now left as the only man standing, and he has no reason to save here unless he can pick up one of those ops, which I think is something he could totally do. And actually he makes an amazing play to take a toy. That's one that I've seen personally, that people just run fast along that upper brim and then jump down, and it's very hard to deal with that, as the hitbox is slightly odd. And he just looks like he's on a revenge path, but Vice is going to stop that right there in its tracks. Oh, that's actually a team ace right there. All 5 players making a contribution for Mortality. And that's going to be 13-14. And that probably is still going to be anyone's game. We see an op buy from Virtus. We see an M4 buy from somebody. We don't see the dual op setup because they didn't have the money for it, as they instead had to go for a bunch of other people having M4s, which is just a generally better strategy, because, well, you can ride everything on the 2 ops if it comes down to it. You're not going to be able to stop those pushes. Well, you're going to be able to stop the push, but if they push through and actually succeed, but FGB picking up 2 while in the middle of my rant, if you're able to get those T's onto the site and plant that bomb, then boom, you've already kind of lost, as you now have no way of retaking, and Troy's going to be the last guy left, and he's blind, like moonwalking into that smoke. Easily spottable by that, by Fox, I think that was. And this could be the final round here for Mortality, as on this map, as they're on an eco, as they have 3 AKs on their armored people and Tech 9s and CZs on the rest. And this is going to go to map 3. I would call this now map 3 train. Like, it depends on if Astral has seen the performance on train and knows how to counter it, because that's really where Mortality plays best, when you don't know what they're going to be doing. This Shinobi with this AK could totally take out Fox, because he's going to throw the smoke. An amazing, like, pop flash right there. And that's basically the game, I think, as there's now 2 AKs left on this this T side, and not a lot of room to use them, as all sites are covered and mid. And that is in fact game, and we will not be able to cast map 3 here, as I cannot manage to download it, so that's going to be just going to give the series. You can go find the last map over at Cevo, I believe, somewhere, and it's a good one. I'll tell you that. And it's a good one and a long one. So buckle your seatbelts, and that's going to be all. And good day, all.